Good morning, children. How are you all doing? Alright, let's start our maths lesson with our course book. Today we will be learning about subtracting with renaming. Earlier we learned about adding with renaming. That was when you have one's place, you will have double number, right? So now, today we will be doing page number 45. Course book 1B, page number 45. It says subtracting with renaming. That is, you got to subtract the 8 out of 32. Okay, so 32 minus 8. You can do mental maths. Okay, there are a few ways. Mental maths. There is another way that is called number bond way. There is another way with tens and ones table. So today we will be doing two methods. One is the mental maths, that is brain and fingers, and the other way will be tens and ones table. Alright, now why is it called renaming? I'm going to explain you. Please look here carefully. Let's do the mental maths first. 32 in your brain. Hold up your 8 fingers. Backward count. Please look here. This is subtraction. So you need to backward count. So from 32, what comes before 32 is 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. So you have to write 24. Now the thing here is, how are you going to have this in your tens and ones table? So you will be drawing tens and ones table, placing the numbers in tens place. That is 32 is 3 tens and 2 ones, minus same level single number 8, drawing an arrow. Okay, now let's sort this out. Let's solve this problem. Okay, now as I told you earlier, you cannot subtract a bigger number from a smaller number. Please hear me. This is very interesting. Okay, so 8 is bigger than 2. Correct. So you cannot distribute 2 chocolates in 8 children. Correct. So what you have to do, you have to borrow. From where will you borrow? Now look here. In tens place, there are 3 tens. There are 3 tens in tens place. So we will borrow 1 10 in ones place and make this a bigger number. Now when I send this 10 over here, it will become, the new number would be 10 plus 2, that is 12. 10 plus 2 is 12. A new number is 12. Now here you are left with 2 tens, because the third 10 is being borrowed by one's place. Now look here. 12 in your brain, 8 on your fingers. Let's backward count. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So you get here 4. Now nothing minus 2 is 2. You are borrowing. You got to knock on the tens place and borrow 1 10, because here there are 3 tens and 2 is a smaller number. So you make this 2 into a bigger number by adding 110. You borrow and you make it 12. Okay, so this is how your page number 45 has to be done. Okay, you just need to write here the answer 24, that is after you do mental maths, and then here you need to draw the table. I will share the reference key. Okay, then you copy exactly the same thing. Now come to page number 45. On page number 45, we are going to subtract double number from double number. It says subtract 47 from 63. 47 is a smaller number which you have to subtract from a bigger number, 63. So here 63 minus 47. We cannot do the mental maths because both the numbers are bigger than 10. Okay, so we need to have our tens and ones table. This is tens, this is ones. Now let's place the numbers according to the tens and ones. This here is, we will be writing 6 tens, 3 ones minus 4 tens and 7 ones. Okay, so we have put the number on the table. Now the equation is subtraction. Whichever equation it is, we always start from the right hand side, that is our ones. Okay, so I'm going to draw an arrow on the right hand side. Now I'm going to look at the numbers on the one side. Then I'm going to look at the symbol. This is subtraction. So always on top there should be a bigger number. But here in this equation, though 63 is a bigger number than 47, but in ones place 3 is on the top, which means you cannot subtract bigger number 7 out of 3. Alright? So what do? You borrow. You knock and borrow. Where are you going to borrow from? You're going to borrow from tens place. In tens place, the top number is 6. So there are 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. So when you are borrowing, you have to strike 110. It is going to go over ones place. So this 10 plus this 3 is going to become 13. The new number is 13. And here you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 tens left. So you will strike the 6 and make it 5. Why? What happened? Where is the 6th 10? The 6th 10 has been shifted to ones place to make this number, smaller number, a bigger number. So 10 plus 3 is 13. Okay, so now let's focus on the equation. Hold up your 7 fingers. Keep your 13 in your brain. So backward count: 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So you get here 6. Okay, now here you have 2 numbers. Please don't think that you have 3 numbers. You are left after you have borrowed, you have given it away. You are left with only 5 tens. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. So now let's focus on this equation. 4 minus 5. 5 in your brain, 4 on your fingers. Backward count: 4, 3, 2, 1. So the answer is 16. Okay, I understand this is something new for you. You might be a bit confused, but don't worry. Remember, in subtraction, you need to borrow from tens place because you do not have a bigger number in a ones place. Okay, now go to page number 47. this is the page 47, right? We will be doing A, B, and C as classwork. D, E, F, and G will be for homework, which you have to do it yourself. The reason I'm asking you to do it because I want you to practice more and more, because now on you will be learning to add and subtract with bigger numbers like double digits. So sometimes you will get an equation like this. Though 63 is a bigger number than 47, but when you put it on the table on your right hand side on the ones place, if you have a smaller number on top, you have to borrow 110 from the tens place. Okay, so open up to your page number 47. Your first sum is 32 minus 5. Right. (32 minus 5). As I told you, if one number out of the two numbers, if one number is smaller, which is less than 10, you can always do mental maths. So hold up 5 on your fingers, 32 in your brain. This is subtraction. So this is going to be a backward counting. So before 32 is 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. 27, once again, 32 in your brain, 5 on your finger, backward count, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. Alright, let's do tens and ones table here. Please look very carefully at the board. You have tens and ones. Place the numbers 3 tens. Place the numbers 3 tens and 2 ones minus 5. So your first step is to draw an arrow on your right hand side. Now when you look here, 32 is a bigger number than 5. It's a greater number. But when you look at ones place, on top you have a smaller number, that is 2, because 5 is greater than 2. So very simple, 2 chocolates cannot be shared equally among 5 children. So you need to borrow. From where are you going to borrow? You're going to borrow from tens place, because in tens place there are 3 tens, 10, 20, 30. So this is 32. So 3 tens, you are going to borrow 1 10 and send it over to ones place. So here it will become 10 plus 2 is 12. This is a new number which you need to write here. This 2 plus this 10 has become 12, and then here there were 3 tens. But now since the ones has borrowed the 10 here, you are left with only 2 tens. So your equation should be 12 in your brain, 5 on your fingers, backward count, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And here 2 minus nothing is 2. So here you go, you have got your answer, 27. This is how you're going to get your answer. The first one is already been done for you on the table here. Okay, so you will not have to draw a table, but if you feel like drawing it, you think, no, I should draw to understand better, you can always draw your own table over here. Okay, because when you draw the table, I want to see this equation, this small working over here, that how many tens are there. When the one 10 has gone here, it has become 10 plus 2, which has turned to 12. Okay, now let's look at the next question, that is 40 minus 6. The table is already been given for you. 40 minus 6. 1b, 40 minus 6. 6 is a smaller number, 40 is a bigger number. Place 40 in your brain, hold up your 6 fingers. Now, this is a subtraction, so backward count from 40. Before 40 is 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. Okay, so your answer here is 34. Now let's have our tens and ones table to sort this out. Now 46, 4 tens and 6 ones minus, 44 tens and 0 ones minus 6. This is the equation, 40 minus 6. Now draw the table arrow on your right hand side of the table. Okay, now let's focus here. In ones place, we are doing subtraction. There is 0 and 6. So you cannot take away anything out of nothing, out of 0. Okay, your 6 friends come to see you and you have no sweets to share. What do? You borrow from mommy. You say, mommy, may I have some? Mommy says, okay, there are 4 packets of 10 sweets. Okay, each packet has 10 sweets, so 4 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 4 tens. So you borrow 1 10 and bring it here. So 10 plus nothing, that is 0, is 10. Okay, now after you have borrowed, it's left in tens place. There are only 3 tens left. 1, 2, 3. Now let's focus here. 10 in your brain, 6 on your fingers, backward count as we are subtracting. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So this is 4. This is 3 minus nothing is 3. Very good. Okay, now this is this 1B question. The C, 1C is 83 minus 9. This one you do not have a table and you will have to draw the table here.